It is our pleasure to be here with you in this time, in this space of your current reality, as you partake in your life as you know it. We come to you with a mutual understanding of love and respect and support. For as much as we support you on your journeys, you are supporting us, so we thank you for that. We thank you for your opportunity to experience us, and we thank you for our opportunity to experience you in this capacity. We come to you as an extension of yourselves, as a piece and part of who you are, a reminder from a soul level of your authentic nature, of your true selves, that part of you which sometimes gets forgotten about as being a human being. It's difficult for that not to happen, yes? But we come to you as a gentle reminder that there is more to life than what meets the eye. We bring to you offerings that you are on an energetic level craving. Most of the questions that you put forth are things that you already know. We are just here to bring to you your own intuitive information that you've already tapped into on some level. You're just not quite recognizing it because it is unfamiliar territory, yet it is there. We bring it to you in a verbal capacity, in a verbal form that you will understand more fully and completely based on the idea of three-dimensional time and space, of the senses that you are most aware of, most accustomed to, most familiar with. But as we do that, we also bring to you the vibration of the multidimensional universe that you are part of, the multidimensional being that you are. A gentle nudge in that direction that will enable you to tap into your own higher self, into your own guides and teachers that are there to support you on your journey, that sometimes you just don't necessarily pick up on because of the hustle and bustle of life, yes? So as we come to you in this capacity, we would like to remind you of your own participation in this. Yes, we are here with you now, but only upon your request from an energetic level. This has been organized far before your friend in the seat actually began thinking about putting this particular date together for you. You essentially organized it. Therefore, she should be paying you. Yes? All things that are organized, all things that come together and become tangible in reality, are a direct result of your desires crystallizing into reality that you can touch, that you can feel, that you can see and experience. But they are starting from a quantum level. They are beginning from an energetic level that is outside of the three-dimensional time-space reality that many of you are more accustomed to. But as the human species evolves and transforms, so too with your abilities to begin to utilize your multidimensional aspects, those characteristics of being a human being that mesh and meld with your higher dimensional state of being. They will come together, allowing for more opportunity of expansion in how you experience the world. Is this making sense? In other words, you are all shifting and changing, yes? Now, there's a certain degree of wish and desire for the rest of the world to change as quickly as you are, yes? But recognize that as a collective, those that are not so far along that path are there to represent that which you don't desire as much anymore, yes? Therefore, playing an integral role in propelling the collective forward in the desired direction that you are heading now. Is this making sense? We encourage you to put your best foot forward. In other words, to be the shining example of all that you would prefer to be. This will enable the rest of the planet to see and experience that there are alternative ways of living, that there are alternative ways of responding to the world around them, that there are alternative ways of understanding the depth that is involved with being a human being on this planet, especially at this time in your history. This is a crucial point in the evolution of the human species, and you are very much a part of it and will be for generations to come. The process of the collective of your human family, which many of us that are coming to you today are a part of. Many of us have been a human being multiple times over and will be human beings again in the future as you know it. But not all of us. There is support coming to you that is outside of what you would call the human species. But since you are human, let's talk your language. You are at a turning point in history for your entire collective where you're moving out of the idea of linearity and into the idea of expansion, into the idea of being more a representation of the multidimensional being that you are when you don't reside in physical form, yes? Bringing those qualities and those attributes into human existence so that you can experience them from human form. How nice would that be, yes? You all have had and are still having a taste of this. What we are here to show you is that throughout the course of time, as a human family, you have been led up to this point by your own leadership, be it individual or collective, to this point in time where you now have a choice to make. Which direction would you prefer to see your collective go? Which way would you prefer your human family to go? To go back to the old ways? Or to begin practicing the newer, more advanced technological ways of being a spiritual being? Kind of a contradiction, yes? But you can literally use, and you are using, technology to advance you on a spiritual level. Do you see this? The way that you're doing this primarily is by having the avenues to reach far beyond the scope that you may have had 10, 15, 20 years ago, yes? Expanding upon and building upon your community with those that are in sync with the world that you would like to see, being able to utilize the power of being part of a group, being part of a collective to raise the elevation within that community for the purpose of transferring that energy back into the atmosphere of the earth and far beyond, hence elevating the vibratory level of the collective regardless of what else is going on around you. Is this making sense? We encourage you to stay in tune and in touch as much as possible. We understand that you're a human, so there are going to be dips and valleys. But as much as possible, to stay in tune and in touch with that piece of you that you are currently marinating in right now. And this will enable you to move through the trying times that are yet to come. Because as let's say the words that you would use, as the good pushes forward, the more negative qualities that you would call negative, we wouldn't from this realm, and neither would you if you were on this realm entirely. But speaking your language, the more negative attributes of human nature will also push back in relative terms to the goodness evolving. Is this making sense? So as you are moving forward, as you are expanding your horizons, as you are dipping your toes and diving into your authentic spiritual self, the eternal side of you, the divine aspect of who you are, be prepared to witness more of that which you don't necessarily agree with on your planet, but this is part of the process. It will be as though the infection is releasing, and in order for that to release, you need to go through it. Yes? But we encourage you to not be fearful of this. It is just simply part of the process, part of the evolutionary period that you are now in. And the more in tune and the more in alignment you are with that which you believe in at a core level, the more graceful you will be able to maneuver your way through the muddy waters to get to the clearer waters, yes? And we are here to help you do that. We are here to support you on that journey. We would like to offer you the opportunity to put forth your questions and your queries, and we will do our best to appease your curiosities.